mean, yeah, it's very cool. And as well as that, we've said before about potentially, you know, how quick transitions of games can affect certain competitors. That's about to happen now as well. Obviously, we've been waiting for our next fixture on the main stage, and one of the players is going to be Onik Frank as well. So here's a closer look at Juninho and Onik Frank in the mix zone as they get ready. I tell you what, there's a lot of love for Juninho in the chat as well. There was bound to be, wasn't there?
Unsurprising. I mean, the last time I saw him, sadly, it was after a really difficult loss in the FIFA World Cup final. He was almost so close on the steps. He was knocking on the door of greatness, what was be an unprecedented 2 world titles in 1 year.
Yeah.
But he is still coming into this season as the reigning world champion. He's the one to beat. He's the pace setter. He's the standard setter. You need to beat him if you want to be worth his salt in eFootball Mobile.
Well, let's get ready for the next battle then. It's Juninho who's facing Onik Frank.
Hello, I am Juninho. My country is Brazil. Representing is America, Manchester United finals. Para mim significa muito, né, poder estar aqui novamente, disputar esse título de um time muito grande, né, como Manchester United. Estou muito feliz e espero conquistar o título novamente. É um adversário muito bom, né? Então é um adversário que já joga há bastante tempo aí os torneios competitivos e é um adversário muito bom. Meu plano para os jogos é jogar com muita posse de bola e atacar com muita calma e às vezes acelerar o jogo também para pegar o adversário meio desprevenido. Para mim, eu espero que eu chegue entre os 2 finalistas, né? E novamente busco o título do United pela 2ª vez já, né? Estou treinando bastante, então espero poder mostrar meu nível, né? E conquistar esse título. Se eu chegar às finais do Mundial, né? Eu espero defender meu título e conquistar o bicampeonato consecutivo. Só agradecer a todos que vão torcer por mim neste torneio, mandar um abraço e um beijo e vamos para cima, que representar o Brasil, né, é sempre um prazer, então vamos para cima e vai Brasil.
Hi, my name is Philip Frank and my in-game name is Onik Frank. I'm from Indonesia. For me, being here means a lot because I support Man United since I was young and it will be amazing for me to become champion here. For me, the most difficult match will be against Juninho because he's the world champion last year. So it will be a good match and I will show him who is better.
Juninho versus Frank. What a game of our stream. The second mobile match is, well, it's going to feature, Alex, 2 of the best players in the world from eFootball Mobile, the 2025 Konami World Champion, taking on Frank, who you mentioned, despite being a quarter-finalist at the FIFA World Cup in 2024 for Indonesia, despite coming into this as the Old Trafford Cup champion, has, when he's gotten to this stage in the past, taken a little bit too long to get going and move up the gears. This could be a real chance for him to kind of shake that tag off, but he's coming into this off of a loss.
I know these 2 guys for such a long time, and they both have feeling nerves, but let me say, Frank is feeling way more nerves, because you know, I think for them, a loss against El Momine wasn't on their plans. And now you need to respond versus the reigning world champ. It is true he hasn't played yet and he can have a slow start, but I mean, it's a rough stone in front of him. And I mean, if you want to win today, you have to start from now. Reset and beat this guy, Juninho from Brazil. The guy who has almost accomplished everything on eFootball Mobile scene, trying something that has been impossible for the previous World Champions winner, for El Misterio, for Rentao, to at least to be defending your title later this summer at the World Finals. And that won't be easy, because today, yeah, this is the first of many tough games to play.
Indeed it is. You have teed it up perfectly, Alex. That's been the big conversation the last 2 or 3 seasons. eFootball Mobile being introduced as a platform. Everyone seeing it almost as a completely new esport. And the question is, who will be the greatest of all time? In the early stages of an esport, if you can win and win consistently,
Can anyone defeat Brazil?
I mean, that's a big question.
Wow.
Probably one that I already know the answer to. So far,
I think it's
no.
possible, but we haven't seen any sign yet. 3-on-3 for Brazil.
But you alluded to it. The first player to win 2 world titles back-to-back, that's when we start entering their name at the very forefront of the race of the greatest of all time
Fair.
for eFootball Mobile. That is what Juninho's chasing. For Frank, he wants to put himself on the international map. He's won national titles before, but it's got to be said, this guy, internationally, he has struggled at times. He's not shown his maximum potential, I should say, which is a shame because Frank, well, he's feeling the heat here. Perhaps the essence of the Red Devils coming through here.
I don't know how to do that long way to wait in between for them, because mentally you can't think about everything, no? But the best case at this stage is just to having a clear mindset, because you don't wanna, piece yourself at this stage. Game on, ladies and gentlemen. It's Juninho taking Frank. First game of the day for Juninho. We'll see how he can take it on now, Frank.
He's in the home strip, attacking the right-hand goal, and he wants to start things off at an electric pace.
Yeah, seems so.
He's a face that might be familiar to some United fans. 2024 winner of this competition. Buemo towards the back post. Sheshko into the goal.
And it seems that the warm-up went really, really good for Juninho. What a way to start once and again. The ones didn't work it out, but the second attempt into the net, lovely throw-in pass, then securing that cross, especially looking for the man Benjamin Sesko, bullet header, heading, those many stats that he gave for those finishing with the header, putting it into the net. Brazil 1, Indonesia 0.
And you can almost hear the vamos through the replay there.
It's slightly different. It's vamos. It's rather than vamos, it's vamos. But I love it. It's
a subtle difference.
It's the best.
An
it's
important
the best
one for sure. The 2024 champion of the Manchester United Club Finals, Juninho, fighting to represent the Red Devils again. So far, so good here against Frank. An early goal puts him in the commanding position of this, our second game of mobile here on Streaming A. Of course, you can see Streaming B as well. We got a glimpse of the end of that match, but throughout today you can check that out. Look out for the link and in the pinned comment in the chat if you want to watch your favourite players, see how they get on. For now, Frank cannot break the lines of Juninho.
And he has to fade away too, because that will be the key, definitely the key.
25 minutes gone, Alex.
Yeah, let's see how they read each other as of now, because the start was really strong from Juninho, getting that goal. Now the game could take a different mood, different destiny. It is Frank not yet finding solution to go through that defense line. And it's Juninho in the best spot possible, taking the lead, trying to manage the tempo. And that's why he is that good for. So yeah, is Frank now taking the advantage maybe? It's not. He needs to be that carefully now.
And it carries the ball past the halfway line.
Yeah, it feels like you can run forward quickly right to regain the ball, but I forget, it's possession games that you need to take some time. The player doesn't go forward as usually. So,
of course, potentially a foreign play style, especially for these mobile players. Here's Frank, though, with Brian Buembo. But Juninho is comfortable keeping the ball. We've seen him time and time again happily retain possession. This play style might just suit him from Michael Carrick, the manager. Here is the goal scorer, Šeško, latching onto this one. The reigning world champion. Here's it back to Casemiro.
Now to restart and then maybe passing back. What a pass!
Oh, headed down to Buemo! I think the referee is looking towards the linesman, and yes, it is offside.
But that cross to Šeško was, wow, unbelievable, because yeah, that forced Matis Delight to go for the pressure, leaving behind the mark of Mbeumo. That was a masterclass. Unluckily, didn't work out. Yeah.
We must laugh, Alex, just because
Hope that doesn't face off that, yeah.
Clearly locked in with his soundproof headset, didn't hear the referee's whistle, did his celebration, and then realised he will have a right smile to himself.
Maybe one of the reasons why he doesn't put volume into the game, so when you have no the volume, you don't realise, because the whistle was there, we hear it. But maybe, you know, player doesn't sometimes like to hear any volume, anything from the game. It was one of the funny moments, definitely, from this competition today.
I mean, I love Peter Drury, but I often turn off his commentary on the console version of eFootball. One of my favourite commentators ever, but when you hear him say the line for the 100th time, I think maybe you'd rather some music on in the background. But half-time, it is not 2-0, just 1-0 to Juninho. And that might be a little saving grace for Philip Frank here.
100%. Don't underestimate Frank, never. He just needs a single action to get back on track.
And he had a laugh to himself, as I predicted.
But well, he did that. He showed already to us what's going to be his main celebration afterwards. But we'll see, it didn't work out this time. But you know, Juninho still leading this game 3.
They swap sides. I can't tell you the amount of times I've seen the trademark Juninho celebration. That's the first time I've seen it for a disallowed goal, however. He'll be attacking this left side of the screen to kick off the second half. This could be a big fork in the road here for Frank. Do you turn this game around and start the conversation about yourself, or will you let the world champ just see this one out to a victory? And I mean, 0 points from the first possible 6 would not be a good start for Indonesia's finest.
I'm curious to see that long through ball from Frank completely surprised me a little bit, because Frank doesn't usually do those long balls through it, passing. Maybe he's suffering a little bit with those short passes that he's famous for, and maybe he's fine or trying maybe something else, no? Because Juninho definitely defensively is being perfect so far till now.
Of course, the 2025 Indonesian national champion, Philip Tanputra, aka Philip Frank, in possession now, trying to bring the ball forward. Menu on the far side, Šeško on the turn. Good defensive positioning there for Juninho to block the strike. 20 minutes here to go.
Juninho taking some time to drag players out of position from Frank, and now playing in. Once he drag out some midfielders, now putting the pressure on Frank. Maino turning back the pass in, the throw ball to Mbeumo. Mbeumo the turn, the fake shot, not predicted, and well defended by Frank. Now we join up the attack, maybe looking for the stunning. No, Kobe Maino has to restart the pass in for Bruno Fernandes. Fernandes losing quickly the ball, and now the counter doesn't work. Crazy moment so far, but the time is clicking, time is running. Only 10 more minutes to be played with another chance. No, crazy. No one can control the possession, Harry.
And the ball stayed in play a lot in this second half as well. No time for any changes. Frank coming forward. Near side. Finds its way to Casemiro. Buemo tries that controlled strike,
finally.
But a big tackle from Euro. Sees Juninho have possession.
Definitely Console gave us way more goals. More strategy maybe on mobile, when now Šeško for Juninho to kill the score.
Luckily for Frank, he gets there first, but he's fed it right back to Sheshko,
way.
but saves the blushes, but the referee blows the full-time whistle. A 1-0 scoreline sees the world champion of 2025 secure 3 big points here in the mobile group. Frank back to the drawing board after another loss here. His back is well and truly, Alex, against the wall after 2 straight losses. Juninho 1, Frank 0.
Yeah, I mean, overall, I think the upset could see from the face of Frank, another defeat, 2-on-2, and the good thing is not over for him. He needs to somehow reset, wake up his momentum, confidence, whatever, because he needs to win the next match if he want to still alive with chances to get into the grand final.
If there's a player that's capable of doing it, it is Frank. I mentioned before, he's the 2025 Indonesian national champion. You could argue that's been 2 years on the spin, with the Old Trafford Cup being widely seen as the Indonesian national championships apart from its name. He won that to qualify here, so if there is a player that can turn it around at this point in time, we saw it on console, didn't we, with Powdy, can we see Frank follow his national teammate?
Yes, can we see indeed, because as we've said here, there's plenty that's going on today for this competition, plenty of surprises, and we've seen it before where sometimes it's a slow start and all of a sudden the journey can just take you on a ride and you can be victorious in the end. And that was just the first, main stage one that we knew that from the chat, everyone was cheering on Juninho there, but only a 1-0 lead victory with this, so who knows what will happen. And a terrific time that he's had, as you can see, the joy that's in his face there. I mean, what a start for him. I know plenty of you enjoyed that as much as what we did here, but I can see he's getting ready in the mix zone with our fantastic correspondent, Ronnie.
Thank you, Tara. What an amazing match. First win. How did you manage the pressure being the current world champion?
Muito feliz nesse primeiro jogo, consegui manter a calma ali e controlar bem o jogo. Achei que eu tinha feito o segundo gol, mas estava impedido, offside. Mas foi uma boa partida para a estreia e melhorar meu desempenho para os próximos jogos e tentar me classificar para as finais.
He feels a lot of pressure, but still being cold mind and try to qualify for the finals. And also, do you feel more pressure playing on the main stage?
Eu já me acostumei, a jogar nos palcos, então já me adaptei bem a jogar os jogos em palco. Sempre tem um pouco de nervosismo, É uma pressão muito grande, mas já estou me acostumando bastante e, graças a Deus, consigo ter o meu desempenho e não ficar muito nervoso, não errar tomadas de decisões.
He is now actually been playing a lot of times on the main stage, so he feels comfortable on that kind of pressure on him. So, well, congratulations again. We can feel everyone the pressure in the atmosphere. So let's see what's next. Go to you, Zara.
Thank you very much for that, Ronnie, and it's great to hear that he just doesn't feel pretty much any pressure. There's a saying in Manchester that goes, I don't feel pressure, pressure feels me, and I feel like that's the vibe that Juninho has got for sure.